So guys, we've made it. 500 subscribers. Somehow I knew we would make it this far. However, the thought that was plaguing my mind was this. How was I gonna make this special work? What was I gonna do to celebrate 500 subs? Well, I'm gonna tell you about some unfinished and scrap projects I made over the 9 years I've been on YouTube. Most of these projects were made unlisted, cancelled for some reason, or never saw the light of day at all. And that goes for scripts too. So, with that being said, let's dive in!
Approaching drop vector. T-minus 30 minutes. Get your gear together and prepare to jump. We're approaching the drop zone. 20 minutes to drop. Jack, get your gear ready. Jack? Jack? What? Shit.
Alright, Jack. First mission for the 57 Scorpions. You excited?
Just tell me again why I'm, above Armantian airspace, because I have absolutely no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Well, it's simple. You're here to extract a Russian scientist that's been kidnapped by the Armantian Collective Union. And then, you're to extract him. Got it?
Okay, I think I got it now. Thanks, Harrison. 10 minutes to drop off. Opening ramp door. Jack. Yeah, I got it.
Spread your wings and fly, Jack. May God be with you.
What you just watched was the earliest version of my series Red. The original plot of the story was something about Kompa from Hyperdimension Neptunia being involved with some Ukrainian scientists, something about the Russians having a Metal Gear, and blah 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 exposition. Needless to say, my character had a generic Roblox girlfriend that dies, and he dies at the end of the series the exact same way. By a sniper. Regardless of the story, this version did not make the cut due to my animation and writing ability not being as good in 2016 as they are now. All in all, the current version of Red makes a lot more sense.
Jack, you're being held in interrogation.
What?
You need to know
What?
everything that you know. Understand?
Fuck you!
Okay!
Kiss my ass!
We have alternate ways to make these.
No! Stay back! Later on down the line, this was the last part of the Spread Your Wings video. It was supposed to be the first episode of Red before the rework in 2019. This was originally meant to be a dream sequence that would startle the main character to the point where he would wake up. Also, I don't need to warn you about ear rape. Again, it didn't get finished, which is sad because I actually like this method of a dream premonition waking someone up.
Sierra 6, I've lost contact with Sierra 3. Are any of you near his location? Sierra 6, I have located Sierra 3. He is down and needs immediate assistance. Sierra 6 and 7, extraction is now available. Get out of there.
Arclight, 2 minutes out. Arclight, approaching drop vector. Sierra, you're gonna want to stand back. Sierra, this is Arclight. Engaging targets.
So ultimately, I went back to the drawing board again, but the story had the same plot as before. The Russians were a lot more vicious, and Jackson was some emotionless Gary Sue character. The plot also didn't make any sense due to a change in the story's general area. Most of the environments and countries are made up, and it really didn't sound good. Again, This script got canned and the video never got finished.
Ace reflexes, you bomb chucking waste of good scots.
Back in 2017, I was staying at my Nana's in Illinois. I brought my crap top, aka crappy laptop, with me to make videos while I was away for a year. It was supposed to be me as a sniper playing on casual mode before one of my friends messaged me to join them in a Jump Academy server, where I would fail miserably from one of the courses. The video was cancelled because I had lost interest in the video and the general plot.
Yes, such a perfect specimen. This CPU will do us nicely. Keep this one in your sights until I return from the intelligence room. And whatever you do, do not damage our prize.
Sir, yes, sir.
Before I made the robot, I was actually going to make a video about Jackson's basic abilities. That was where this video was supposed to come in, but I never got to finish the video due to a loss of interest. Plus, it would make my universe seem more like a generic TF2 video rather than an expansive story like it is now. The plot was Jackson with a team of 3 go in to rescue Nora's sister Uni from a mad doctor who was hellbent on extracting her powers from her. This plot would be implemented in Gina and Julie's backstory. The villain's goal was originally to drain the power of a CPU and use it for himself. Sadly, this story got canned. However, I saved the plot and villain to be put into Red, and because of this, something far more sinister will happen in Red. Back in 2019, I joined a collaboration that was a remake of the Smash Bros. Ultimate trailer. Originally, it was supposed to be Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War, but it was later changed to the Dalek from Doctor Who. The problem with the Marcus Phoenix model was there was barely any face posing, and not to mention the rigging was kinda weird. Kinda wish I was better with Advanced Bone Tool, but that's besides the point. The second character I did was Scorch, or Delta 62 from Star Wars Republic Commando, a game I really recommend to anyone who is a huge Star Wars fan, but that's besides the point. The old version of the entry was very sloppy, and the newer one was much more refined. I'm happy with how both of my entries turned out, and I'm happy how the collab turned out. This particular story was what I was trying to work with timeline-wise. It was based on current events from 2018, aka ISIS invading Iraq. This was supposed to introduce Jackson's character, but the way I wrote him, he was bitter, heartless, and a merciless killer. And, to be frank, kind of an asshole. This really did not fit my character's personality whatsoever because, you know, kind of an asshole. There was no animation for this because the script was never finished. Also, the story was too edgy for me, because it made Jackson seem like a total fucking edgelord. Oh, and also,
Wake me up! Wake me up inside! Can't wake up! Wake me up inside! Save me! Come!
The Dark Resort was a collaboration with Shugo of the Pyromancer. The story was Shugo was trapped in a hellish resort with Jackson, as both of them walk out into the pitch black resort of unknown origin, with creatures stalking them and then chasing them. The story got canned because I thought it was TSFY, too scary for YouTube. And also it didn't fit with Shugo's personality due to it being too scary. I was afraid that Shugo might die from getting scared to death. Most of the stories that were unmentioned never got started. In fact, there was one where Jackson became a bad guy. But Billie Eilish jokes aside, Jackson was supposed to die like John Marston from Red Dead Redemption 2 by getting fatally shot by police. Glad it didn't happen, am I right? So that's that. I know this video is kinda late due to me now hitting 530 subs, but I've been very lazy and, you know, I've been trying to put a stop to that. But I really don't want to push myself too hard because, you know, burnout's a bitch. Am I right or am I right? So, thank you all for the support of this channel, and I hope you have a rocking day or afternoon or evening or whatever your time is. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers.